somebody I've known for quite a few years. She is a Houston native. She is a former candidate for President of the United States in 2020. She is Marianne Williamson. And she is here. She is here to endorse Bernie Sanders for president.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you too. Thank you. Thank you. I was born and raised in the great state of Texas, as was my mother. And I am someone, there are millions of us, who have always looked to Jim Hightower as a model for how to do it right. When I was a little girl growing up in Houston, I used to put my hand in front of my heart, like millions of others. And I took a pledge of allegiance. It was to a flag and for the principles on which it stands: liberty and justice for all. Now, some people don't really understand the point of saying something like the Pledge of Allegiance anymore, but I know there was a point for me. The fact that when I was a little girl, all those years at Mark Twain Elementary School, the fact that as a little girl, I put my hand in front of my heart and I pledged allegiance to liberty and justice for all turned me into a woman who gets really pissed when I see it not happening. And I'll tell you what else I learned in those public schools in Houston, Texas. I learned my history. I learned that there were other generations just like this one for whom it was time to take a stand. The abolitionists saw liberty and justice not happening, and they stood. And the women suffragettes saw liberty and justice not happening, and they stood. And the civil rights workers saw liberty and justice not happening. And it was the people in those cases, not the governments, not the elites, not the status quo. It was the people who rose up and the people who woke up and the people who stepped in. And now it is our turn.